Hey, this is Christine, your DIY craftaholic. Welcome back to my channel. If you are returning and if you are new, welcome as well. I'm so happy you decided to join me today. This video is a part of the What Would You Make Open Invite playlist. So without further ado, let's jump right in. Now I got this from Dollar Tree when Dollar Tree was $1. And I'm using some Rustoleum Wood Stain in Golden Pecan. Now I decided to use the wood stain here because of two reasons. One, I haven't used it in a while, and two, I wanted it to have a very light color. So rather than using the Waverly Antique Wax, I used the stain. So I stained both sides and I left that to dry for a little bit, and then I applied some Mod Podge. And here it is, all dried. Now I'm taking the string that came with the shelf. This is a wall hanging shelf. And now I'm assembling. And I got this pack of beads from Walmart, and I'm going to use 4 of the light colored. But before I did that, I decided to string the loop, or loop the string and use a small amount of glue to hold that down. And here I'm just stringing the cord back into the holes. And I selected 4 of the beads. And I am using the beads on the end of the cord for decor reason, as well as to keep the knot in place. Because you know, when you add weight to that, it's gonna apply pressure to the knot, so the bead would help to keep it in. And then I decided to take a piece of jute and just wrap around the top of the string, and that is also for added strength. Now about the What Would You Make collaboration, this is a monthly collaboration hosted by Zaina and her co-host Connie, and the guest host this month is David of David Owen Creates. Now I'll leave the link to their channels in the description box below, as well as the playlist. Now we're moving on to our DIY number 2. These are the items you will need for this one: 2 wooden ceremony sticks, 2 wooden crates, napkin of your choice, and some white paint. Here I'm trying to remove the legs, and this was not an easy task. I had to set it aside and then just work on it off camera. So I painted the boxes with just 1 coat of diluted chalk paint, and I'll just let you watch what I'm doing from here on, and I'll jump in at some points. So here I am again trying to remove the excess MDF board, and finally I got it done to this point, and I'm now just sanding it down with the sanding paper or sandpaper and just prepping it for painting. All painted and dried. Now I'm going to take the napkin. I'm removing the second ply, and I must say that this project took me longer than expected due to many trials of just trying to get the boxes in the right place. But you further on into the video, you'll see what I'm talking about. Now I took the pencil and decided to just indicate where I wanted to lay the napkin down. I don't know why I did that. You don't have to do this. You can skip this step. I don't know why why I took the pencil and put it on there, but anyway, I did. And here I'm just trying to place the Mod Podge in the middle, or in the space that I had marked out. And then my intention was just to remove the excess. I then took a piece of wax paper and just used that over on top of it to smooth it out. And after I got it on there, I just used a little more Mod Podge for sealing. And now we're ready to do the box. So I decided that I needed that little edge or border, and that's just for decor purposes. You can do the entire box if you want. I just needed to leave that little border off. So if you are new to my channel or coming over from the playlist, welcome. I'm so happy you decided to join me today. Here on my channel, I do DIYs on a budget, and that takes the form of dupes, look for less, and sometimes I do Dollar Tree shopping hauls or thrift flips. So if you like budget-friendly DIYs like these and you have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing and be sure to hit that notification bell and hit it again and select all so that YouTube notifies you whenever I upload new videos. And also be sure to like, share, and comment. I do enjoy reading your comments below, and it also helps the YouTube algorithm to suggest my video to more viewers like yourself. And if you would like to connect with me outside of YouTube, you can check my link tree in my description box below, and there you can find all the social media links. Now, there's an easier way that you could do this, and that easier way is paint it. If you don't want to go through all the stress of decoupaging the boxes, you can, of course, paint. But I chose not to paint these for this one because I just wanted to use this napkin. It's so beautiful, and I just love how it would have looked on the trays, so I decided to go that route. But of course, you can definitely paint if that's your choice. And I've also found that using the wax paper helps to keep the napkin down. So because you know, if you're using your fingers, or the more abrasion you apply to the top of the napkin, you run the risk of tearing it. So putting a surface that's smooth over it helps to keep it safe and protected. Yay, we're finally done. I did go back afterwards and cover the remainder or sections that were left uncovered on the inside. And then I just took some Mod Podge, applied that to the base of the tray, and just a little bit on the outside. I didn't want to do too much, and I used this sponge brush to apply that. And once it was dried, now that part you are seeing right there, a part of it got damaged, so I had to put a piece of the wax paper over it. So that is why you see it look a little lighter than the others. Now this part was also another challenging part. Being able to get the sides on evenly took a lot of grit and perseverance and patience. At one point my husband came in and said, "Are you okay?" I'm like, this thing is just giving me so much trouble. So there you see me using the gold marker again to just highlight that section. And then I'm just adding these decorative pieces that came from Dollar Tree. And now I'm back to trying to glue this, or to arrange this thing or get it in place. And here I used hot glue because I knew that I would not be using anything that would be too heavy for this little tray. So using the hot glue was perfect. Now you can use wood glue if you like. That's also up to you. And what I did, once I measured and marked with the pencil where I needed the box to go, I then applied the glue. But getting that side was okay. Getting the other piece on and lining it up with the piece that was already on there, that was also challenging. So I had to use some of these clips or clamps from the Dollar Tree to hold the box in place, and then mark again and glued underneath until I eventually got it done. But like I said, it took me longer than expected, but I eventually got it done, and I love how it turned out. So here I'm just going over the edges with the gold marker again, and that's for just to spruce it up, if you want to use that word, spruce, or for added decoration, or for highlight. And this box, I'd say it's done. Now we're on to DIY number 3. This is so easy and self-explanatory. I got this sign from the Dollar Tree, and at first I deliberated about leaving the word and not doing anything to it, but then I changed my mind midstream and just decided to paint it out. Painted it white, and then I gave the border some green Waverly moss paint, or not green Waverly moss, Waverly moss chalk paint. Then I went over with a little Mod Podge to seal the paint in. This pack of Farmhouse stickers is from the Dollar Tree, and it's the 3D raised stickers, but I didn't want the double back tape on it, so I took it off and applied some tacky glue and laid it flat. I then made a small bow, glued that on there, and the sign is done. Now we're on to the final reveal. Here is a wall hanging shelf inside my bathroom, and if you notice, I only have very light stuff on there, nothing too heavy. And here is my little tier tray with my coffee pods and some tea. So there you have it, guys. 3 quick and easy wood DIYs today. Let me know in the comments below which one of these was your favorite, and don't forget to check out the host channels as well as the playlist in my description box below. And if you like budget-friendly content like this, be sure to watch this video or this playlist, and stay safe until next time. Bye!